Let's get it on!
But they can switch a lot. They've got very good lateral quickness.
Under deflection by Delaney Walker. Lewis there. A block out to the header.
The 1-2 again.
Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Get crop. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Get crop. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Get crop. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Who you with?
Shout out to them freshmen on Instagram, straight flexing. Woo! Section 8 Sports, baby. You know how we do, man. We recording live from the underground. Man, we just talking sports, baby. We had wild card weekend this weekend. And, man, was it a wild weekend. You know, first, let's start with the wildest game to me. Seattle versus Minnesota. 10-9. Blair Walsh. Dude, you let an entire state down. You feel me? You let an entire state down. The Minnesota Golfers, the college team, the Golden Gophers, they're terrible. The Twins, I can't remember the last time they won nothing. The Timberwolves stayed in the lottery pick. This was it. I'm not saying championship, but the 27-yard field goal, man, y'all was to the next round. That's easy work. You bailed AP out, who had just fumbled. That's it. Bring on the glory days. But you couldn't do it, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Before this game, I had Seattle coming out the NFC, but after yesterday, I don't see it. I don't see them. I don't see them going much further. I mean, we'll get into that later on, but Russell Wilson had a subpar game. I don't really see these guys going too much further. So, but they did advance to the next round. But thank you, Blair Walsh, because there's no way they should have survived that game. It was one of the coldest games in history. There's no way they should have survived that game. The Legion of Boom is not a Legion of Doom. Believe that. So the next game we had Washington versus Green Bay. It was all good just a week ago, DC. It was all good just a week ago. Hey, man, discount double check, man. He exposed y'all. He showed y'all. Well, I wouldn't say exposed, but he let us know you are who we thought you were. The Washington Redskins, the same team who had not beat a winning team all year. But you know what, man? I'm not even gonna say it's all bad for the Skins. I think they did what they were supposed to do. They won a weak division. They did what they were supposed to do. I didn't expect much from them. I actually thought that they would beat Green Bay this week, or this past week, but I guess not. We got shout out to Captain Kirk too, man. He had another pretty good game. He went through for 330 yards and a touchdown and no picks. Should have had 2 touchdowns, Deshaun Jackson. Come on, man. Deshaun Jackson. But on the season, man, he had 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 11 picks, man. That's a pretty solid season. So the Redskins got a lot to build on this year off of this. But I had cats. Cuddy. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Cuddy. My barber. Shout out to Cuddy at D's Barbershop in Tacoma Park, DC. Man, this cat told me they was going all the way to the bowl. I told him, I say, man, if the Redskins go to the bowl, man, you could have assembled the Washington Redskins symbol in my head. And I paid double for the next 2 haircuts. Man, I knew they would. Listen, man, the thing was, the city got too hype about this. Like, come on. The division was terrible. And y'all finished 9-7. The division was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, but look, I ain't going to rag on DC too tough. I'm going to just let y'all know, man, the Skins are who we thought they were. Point blank, period. I don't know why y'all even thought Super Bowl. Y'all was hype about the Skins, man. I appreciate the fan base in DC. The St. Louis Rams can learn a thing or two about them. But that's a whole different topic. That's a whole different subject. But shout out to DC. Discount double check. He will advance. Next we got the KC. We had KC versus Houston. 30-0. Do we even have to spend time on this? Do we even have to spend time on this? Like, KC defense is a monster. Right now, they're the hottest team in the playoffs. They are my AFC Super Bowl pick. And so, next topic. Houston, this is not even a debatable subject. This is not even nothing we should even spend much time on. So next we got Cincy versus Pittsburgh, which I wish both teams would have lost. The AFC North. Go Ravens, Ravens Nation. Ball so hard, you. School of the hard knocks. You know what I'm saying? That's how I roll. You dig? But you know, if anything, like a takeaway from this game, AJ McCarron played pretty good for a backup quarterback. He was down 15, came back to score 16 points in the fourth quarter. He threw a late game touchdown that should have won the game. If it had not been for 2 late penalties, 2 bonehead late penalties at the end of the game. First of all, what is Joey Porter even doing on the field? You know, he should have got the flag. First of all, this is an offensive player, Antonio Brown. Joey Porter, you're a linebackers coach. Why are you on the field? That's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I'm going to be real with y'all, man. I'm not mad at Burfict's hit. Realistically, because he's playing fast. He doesn't have time to measure. I know he got a history. He got all this and all that. But at the same time, man, this dude is playing fast. This is a win or go home situation. I'm not mad at his penalty, but Pac-Man, come on, Pac-Man, you've been flying under the radar all year. That was a dumb penalty. On top of the 15, you dig? Like, come on, you got to be better in that situation. And Pac-Man, I'm more upset with Pac-Man's penalty than I am with Burfict, because Burfict was actually in the midst of a play. He was trying to make a play. You dig? And Antonio Brown, we already know what he's capable of. And I'm not saying take him out or nothing like that. No dirty stuff. Not at all. I'm saying in the midst of the battle, go for it. You dig? And I'm not mad for a player that's going 100 miles an hour at all. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know how these cats lost this game, man. I think my boy Steve Hayes out in St. Louis asked me a question. He asked me, what do you do with Marvin Lewis at this time? And so the Bengals basically already answered the question. They're going to keep Marvin Lewis. But I think Marvin got to go, man. You 0-7 in the playoffs, man. You haven't been out of the first round in 12 years. You did. AJ McCarron did what he's supposed to do. Each year is something. I like Marvin as a coach. He turned that franchise around. But at the end of the day, he's not getting it done. You know, it's about winning. You know, it's about advancing and play. Just get out the first round. You know what I'm saying? Just get out the first round. And then we can talk, but Apparently, they love him in Cincinnati, and I'm not mad because, you know, well, I mean, look what they did to Lovey. Lovey to turn Tampa Bay around. I'm not saying all the way right, but last year they had the #1 pick. You know, they won 6 games. At one point, they was in the playoff hunt, and after 2 years, he's gone. You got 1 year with a quarterback who's showing some promise. You know what I'm saying? And he's gone. You know, there's no loyalty. And so I do appreciate the Bengals' loyalty to Marvin Lewis. You feel me? So, I don't know, man. You know, so next we're going to talk about, next week we got the divisional playoffs. The divisional round. We got KC versus New England. And like I told y'all, man, right now KC is the hottest team. KC is the hottest team in the league right now. I'm going KC, man. I like that defense, man. Peters is a monster. Shout out to my cousin, homeboy, Poe, out of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm going KC. I'm going KC. New England, they got a lot of injuries. It's a lot of unknown about New England. I mean, I know Brady has done it before, but it's just a lot of unknown in New England. And I'm going with KC. I know Alex Smith, they say he's a game manager and all that, but Alex Smith helped them put up 30 points last week. So you can't keep talking game manager with Alex Smith. So we got Green Bay and Arizona. For some reason, I just don't believe in Arizona. Aaron Rodgers, he last week he showed me a little swag that I ain't seen in a while. From him, so I'm gonna go Green Bay over Arizona. I feel like right now Aaron Rodgers, he about to get in this stride, and when Aaron Rodgers is in this stride, there ain't no stopping him. I'm not going against discount double check. Then we got Seattle versus Carolina. I'm going Super Cam. Like, I'm not. It's a rematch from Week 5 when Cam came down late and scored in Seattle, scored the game-winning touchdown. And after Russell Wilson performing last week, Russell had 142 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. I'm going, though the weather conditions were frigid or whatever, so you have it, but I'm going Carolina. I'm going Super Cam. I've been rolling with Super Cam all year. I ain't turning my back on them now. So then we got Pittsburgh versus Denver. Big Ben got hurt last week, man. I don't really know his status right now. But Big Ben tough as nails, man. He got hurt and came back in. I'm an AFC North guy. You know, I like the Ravens. Shout out to the Ravens. So I hate going against Big Ben because he is tough as nails and he gets it done. But Peyton Manning right now is as healthy as he's gonna get. Point blank, period. He ain't going to get no more help. He ain't going to. So, really, it's going to come down to the Denver defense. And I like Denver's defense against Pittsburgh's offense. So, with that said, I'm going to go with Denver. I'm going Denver over Pittsburgh. I don't want to see Pittsburgh come out, period. You know, we had a bad season this year, so if we had a bad season, Pittsburgh, you going down too. So next we got, we're going to do the who you with. Tonight we got the Bama versus Clemson. Really, man, it Roll Tide versus BYOG. I'm going BYOG, period. I like the Deshaun Watson. I like his mobility. He kind of remind me of Vince Young. Y'all remember when Vince Young played against USC in the national championship when he lost that Heisman? It kind of remind me of this. And so let's see how it go, man. I'm going Clemson, So as usual, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world. Y'all here with me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, message, You know what I mean? Share the video, like the video, do all that, you know. Peace and blessings.